We all love seeing our favorite Marvel heroes on the big screen, yet we often find ourselves taking their various gadgets for granted. But today, we're showing our appreciation for some of the most powerful weapons and tools to ever make an appearance in the MCU. While some of them were forged in the mighty fires of Asgard, others come straight from planet Earth. But before we take a look at all the craziest and most powerful weapons and gear in the Marvel Universe, subscribe to CBR and ring that bell to join our notification squad so you never miss any of our MCU videos. Iron Man armor. Without his special suit, Tony Stark has to settle for simply being a billionaire genius playboy philanthropist. I know, it's so sad, but with his Iron Man suit, he becomes an exceptionally powerful superhero. In many ways, Iron Man is the backbone of the Avengers and has brought together many different characters to fight evil together. Sure, they've had their disagreements. Way to go, Bucky. But this doesn't diminish their accomplishments, and if it wasn't for this ultra high-tech suit of armor, none of this would have been possible. Any suit which has the power to make mortal men a superhero is awesome in our book. Thanks, Robert Downey Jr. Yaka Arrow. Super suits are cool and all, but Yondu's weapon is truly one of a kind. After all, it can be activated by simply whistling a jaunty tune. We wonder why more high-tech machinery doesn't take advantage of this charming Centurion technology. This Yaka Arrow is named for the sound-sensitive metal of which it's made, Yaka. Yeah, I got that right. During Guardians of the Galaxy, we saw this simple arrow can lead Yondu to victory with ease, even when he's greatly outnumbered. It's so powerful that, in the MCU, Yondu only carries around a single Yaka Arrow, which is all he needs to get the job done. Oh, and of course his special fin on the top of his head. Oh no, that's a human toe. Oh god. Shield. The shield wielded by Captain America is so much more than a simple weapon. It's a cultural icon at this point. While many other heroes choose to wield offensive weapons, this shield symbolizes protection and resilience. But that doesn't mean Captain America can't use it to deliver a righteous smackdown when needed. Attaboy, Cap! The shield can withstand a blast from just about anything and, like Mjolnir, it's a weapon which can only be utilized properly by someone worthy. It's made out of vibranium, which means it's basically indestructible. It's even stood up against several of the other mighty weapons on our list. Mjolnir. Just like Captain America and his shield are synonymous with one another, so too are Thor and his hammer Mjolnir. Well, after the events of Avengers Infinity War, we should say they were. Still, Mjolnir is just too powerful not to mention, and we all saw the devastating impact losing it had on Thor. Mjolnir was made of mighty Uru metal, which granted Thor the ability to fly and call upon powerful blasts of lightning. According to Odin, Mjolnir was forged in the heart of a dying star and has no equal. Since we love a little bit of symbolism with our weapons, we'll point out that a hammer can be both a means to destroy and a means to build. AntMan Suit. Brilliant scientist Hank Pym has created many amazing things over the years, and this suit is one of them. Like the Iron Man suit, the Ant-Man suit, or Giant Man suit can be used to transform an average person into a superhero, or Paul Rudd into being even more awesome somehow. The suit utilized special Pym particles to shrink or enlarge the wearer. It was intended to be used by soldiers, allowing them to complete stealth missions and infiltrate the enemy. It can also grow and shrink other objects, which is a surprisingly useful skill, and we're guessing Bruce Banner is more than a little jealous because this suit doesn't shred when the wearer grows tremendously in size. Plus, it's not purple. Those purple pants, oh, gross. Gungnir. Some of the most impressive weapons do more than simply deliver blasts of power. Let's take a look at the symbol of Asgard's power, Gungnir. This spear is wielded by none other than Odin himself and is powered by the almighty Odin Force. Gungnir allows Odin to channel Odin Force and bend it to his will, emitting powerful blasts of energy and blinding light which can stun enemies. During battle, it's a worthy match for even Thor's mighty hammer Mjolnir. As we learned during Thor Ragnarok, Odin was once a mighty conqueror, and this spear was the weapon which made it all possible. Chitauri Scepter. As we learned during Guardians of the Galaxy, touching an Infinity Stone with your bare hands is a bad idea. It takes a powerful object to contain one, and the Chitauri Scepter is such an object. We first saw it being wielded by Loki during the Avengers, where he used it to brainwash Hawkeye, Dr. Selvig, and various agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This scepter allowed Loki to utilize the full powers of the Mind Stone without harming himself in the process. At close range, it's a devastating weapon, and this magical artifact has an even more impressive power. It was able to give sentience to Ultron and Vision, an act which even the mighty Mjolnir is incapable of. Book of Cagliostro. Here we have another incredible supernatural artifact, but this time it's wielded by Doctor Strange. Oh, Benedict. We're sure we don't have to explain to you comic book fans the power of a well-crafted book. The Book of Cagliostro draws its power from the Dark Dimension and is considered to be one of the most powerful artifacts in the mystical world. Its power manages to sustain the Ancient One, and it teaches Doctor Strange how to properly utilize the Time Stone. A single page from this book can be used across dimensions and access unspeakable evil. Stormbreaker. We have to admit that when Hela crushed Mjolnir during Thor Ragnarok, our hearts broke a little bit as well. While we aren't sure if we're ready to love again, we do have to admit the newly forged Stormbreaker is pretty amazing. While Mjolnir helped Thor focus his powers, Stormbreaker also enhances them. Thanks to its power, Thor was able to withstand the blast of all 6 Infinity Stones at once, which is no easy task. It also allows Thor to teleport anywhere he chooses and fly without doing that charming little spin move. As sad as we were to bid farewell to Mjolnir, there's no denying that Stormbreaker is a major upgrade. Infinity Gauntlet. Earlier, we talked about the Chitauri Scepter, a weapon which drew its immense power from the Mind Stone. So now let's talk about an item so incredible, it can hold all of the Infinity Stones and allow the user to use them. Of course, we're talking about the Infinity Gauntlet, which Thanos uses to wipe out half of all life in the universe. And completely drain my body of tears. Because of the power the gauntlet allowed him to harness, all Thanos had to do was snap his fingers. Perhaps an even more impressive power is how such an incredibly massive gauntlet could allow the bear to even snap their fingers in the first place. Oh, I bet you didn't think of that one, Marvel, did ya? Huh? I'll see myself out. Those are some crazy powerful gadgets. If you got to choose a weapon or tool from the MCU arsenal, which one would you pick? Tell us which one and why in the comment section below, but before you leave, make sure to click our subscribe button for more MCU videos from CBR. Thanks for watching!